All right, we're live. Welcome to another morning broadcast. It's midweek, and February has continued to be a month where we've had to practice patience. Uh, most of our plays have been appearing maybe an hour or maybe even two after the market opens. So these are long plays. Most of our long plays have been appearing about 2 hours after. So we're still on the upside is that we are at the bottom, right, of higher time frame support. Yesterday we played the bounce, and today market gapped up, and we have higher time frame resistance. Yesterday's high was broken, and then we have Friday's there that's acting as resistance. So we'll see if price is able to pull through resistance there, or if it's going to short. So we have two areas of interest mainly. This 59.7 area and that 605 area. So we either pull up there and break through, or price dips back towards the lows here, and we look for some sort of reversion if the market shows it there. All right. So that being said, let's talk fresh news. Good morning, Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you so much for all of those that are fasting today or starting tomorrow. May you have a blessed Ramadan. Okay, so RXT, fresh news here that it is working. It is partnering with Palantir. Okay, so that one spiked this morning, and obviously the best opportunity was down here. It's been very aggressive though. So as price pulled up here, I was looking to take a scalp, but if you were watching RXT, every time we popped up here, the ask is heavier than the bid. So we have a clear imbalance here with supply and demand. Okay, nice volume, nice aggression on both sides. Even we have some really nice aggression on the buy side. It's only $1, so we're going to see bigger orders, right? Relatively bigger orders, 50K, 30K, 31K, 20K. So it wasn't unlikely that we would see. It wasn't strange to see 21K, 30K on the ask. But the problem here is if you look at the ask right now, if you look at the level 2, right now it's sort of like the bids are it's more balanced. The bids are showing an imbalance right now, but every time we popped up for that to the breakout prices, the ask got really heavy. Okay, 100K orders, 90K orders, right? So that's I've been talking about as we've been doing this small account challenge. I've been talking about the insane amount of edge you can gain from the level 2 in the tape and just reading it. So we'll see as we come into the open. We'll see if we can break that 109, and if the ask starts to clear out. It's a really good stock. I think just off of the news and the pre-market trading, this could be a good opportunity. Okay, so we just have to practice a little bit of patience. All right. Yes. Hussein, man, great point. All right, so Hussein pointed out, the stock opened at 41 cents here. So the halt bands are going to be, it may almost be untradeable. It's likely that it'll be untradeable once the market opens. So yeah, I was just stalking it right here. I'm stalking. But even as it broke up here, I just saw, the ask was just heavy the entire time. So I wanted to see the sellers clear out there, but they didn't. All right, so that one was a really good, suspenseful opportunity this morning. All right, let's discuss some of the names from yesterday. I'm not sure if you all stuck around, those that are on the Zoom. We talked about how, actually it was Mr. Dex. He was talking about how the mean reversion plays appeared a little bit later on. and they actually did some of those plays actually appeared after we got off the call. All right, so RXT. Let's talk about some more fresh news names. SEDG. Okay, SEDG earnings came out. Not much volume this morning, but that one had a pop, gap up, so that one is on the list. And here, I think it's RXT is still. I mentioned the what's it call it? I mentioned the gap. I mean the hot bands, but I think it's worth us just us looking and seeing like how much movement we have. It's only a few cents actually. Like it's like I had a 5-cent stop that I was gonna put on that stock. So we'll see. Let's look at it. All right. So Moderna, fresh news. FDA is under FDA review after prior rejection. All right. So more about their vaccines. So this one is it was in play for us before. There was this news that came out. I didn't catch anything on it, but doesn't mean I can't this time around. So Moderna's in play. Okay. All right. So let's look at a few. All right. So PLTR, this is one gave us that mean reversion. We were watching it. I actually tried to take a trade on the small account challenge, but PTIR, they have 100% margin requirement, so I wasn't able to do it. So PTR, this is one of those that dipped, dropped, hung around a little bit. There's some scalps here, dipped again, and then it pulled up and gave some more scalps around throughout the day. So PLTR was another, gapped up today, and we have that news that came out as well. So RXT is in play, but also PLTR. Okay, so PLTR is in play. But RXT is going to move a lot, or would likely move a lot more because of the price. Okay, just imagine if you're thinking about trying to catch the next Palantir in one of these companies, and the stock is $1, right? So we need to wait for a minute and see the initial buyers that are selling off. We need to see if the buyers are able to hold up, and then we can engage that stock. Okay, Nvidia. So let's talk about ONDS. GLBE, I got you. That one also is fresh news as well. So ONDS is another way that we were watching. We traded beautifully on Friday. Was looking for a mean reversion again, but this one happened after our call. But again, ONDS popped, rallied for the rest of the day, and now is at yesterday's high. Okay, it's not only did it break yesterday's high, but it's on top of yesterday's high, right? So we'll see if it dips, if we have some more continuation to the upside. As I mentioned, we like that pullback to happen in the overall. We like the overall market to pull back, right? So that we can catch some of these upside plays. So if this does continue, then we have more. If the market does break out, then we'll have more good plays. All right, Nvidia, right? So if you want to trade, you can trade NVDX, lower priced ETF. Nvidia also same. We're at the bottom of support, rallied yesterday, and then continued higher, and now it's on top of yesterday's support. All right, so a lot of the tech companies kind of moving together. All right, so we'll see. Okay, GLBE, fresh news, earnings, their EPS, and the guidance is up. So nice reaction here. Let's look at the higher time frame real quick. Okay, so broke several higher time frame levels, came from lows here, and all right, so nice reaction there to a nice gap up on earnings, and then nice consolidation here. So not a lot of volume this morning, but we'll see if it gets active. All right. So the top list for me are those that are in play, that have fresh news, like RXT, the ones that I mentioned, SEDG, GLBE, RXT, your Modernas, those that have fresh news. Then I'm watching Nvidia, ONDS, and Palantir. Okay. There's a few others that are just kind of like on the background, but I'm trying to catch some of these lower price stocks so that I could take advantage of these on that small account. All right, let me check the chat. Let me know what you're looking at, and I will do my best to comment. All right, SNSE. All right, float 830K. So this was a nice scalp for the low floaters. Came from all the way down from $9. So that one gave consolidation here, and then while we were getting on the call, just had a nice breakout there. Oops, excuse me. All right, so SNSE, crazy amount of range there of movement. So size appropriately. All right, somebody asked about GRMN, Garmin earnings. Okay. USAR $1.6 billion investment by the government. Waiting critical minerals pricing floor. USA worth surges 35.6 and yeah, USAR has been in and out of play for us over the past year, since 2024, way back when, around here. But I think it was early, maybe around August or so last year. We started really looking at it because of the government policies. All right, so the pullback on USAR, and I didn't see the 1.6 billion, but it's a good fresh news there. So we set alarms. We have clear levels here to trade around on USAR if the volume comes in. All right. Do you mess with penny stocks, bro? Not necessarily penny stocks, but most people will. I don't know if you may be referring to small caps. Some stocks that EDU trades, right? I do trade them, but typically I've seen that a lot of people, like out of all the students that I have, I'd say 75% do better with like mid float stocks, like a little bit higher float, a little bit slower. And I think the other 25% that are really, really fast with scalping do better with the low floats. So our community is mixed, but I think the majority trade higher float stocks. So we could have some stocks that are lower priced, like RXT, that has a higher float, So this would technically be considered a penny stock. I think a penny stock technically is like $3 and under, $2 and under, right? So I'll trade them for sure. But the float changes how the stock trades for the most part. So stocks that are like 20 million and under, 10 million, 5 million and under float, those are the ones that are very volatile, like S&E. This right here, float is 800K. So that's how you'll have something that goes from $9 all the way to 35, right? If you're on the long side there, you can really get some nice gains. You have to trade it a little bit different, a little faster. All right, so I hope that helps out. Okay, so seems like stocks can move without any halt and off. Yes, no halting. There's no halt bands during the pre-market. It's one of the great benefits of the pre-market, especially with the penny stocks and the low float stocks, right? If that's going to be the primary stock class that you're trading, or even if there's just really good news that comes out and you want to trade, you can get away with getting some really good gains without halting. And on the flip side, if you're shorting those stocks, let's say you get on the wrong side of SNSE, you just got to be very careful with low floats because let's say like this right here is a $2 right there, right? Let's say you enter here and you meant to risk 20 cents on the short side, and then it moves from here, it moves, almost $4 right there. And so you lost 20 times the amount you wanted to lose. So you just got to be careful with sizing. You got to be very, very dynamic with your sizing and understand how to size very well. All right. Yep, that's right, Hussein. Hussein says stop orders don't work in the pre-market or post-market either. All right, let's get it. Okay, I'm gonna drop from the YouTube. So thank you all so much. If you want to trade with us, if you need help with mentorship, click the link in the description.